So, okay, over the last couple of days, we've all talked about how, you know, these interracial couples between white men and black women act as if it's black men hating on their relationship. And this is so false that it's not even funny. First of all, okay, you always have these upwardly mobile black women talk about they're better off dating white men. Fine then, what does that mean? If you're off dating white men and you're socializing, if you're going out, you are in places and environments that we are not. Like, you know, like you guys said before, we are underperforming academically and, you know, we're not doing well. So if you're off in some middle class neighborhood or, you know, some shopping center doing something, why would we be there? So how can we hate on your love or your interracial relationship if we're not there to begin with? And even if we did cross paths, as you will see in Southern California, almost on a daily basis, it's not really a manly thing to openly have a problem with what another man is doing. It's kind of like one of the rules that you don't do, right? You know, men don't do that. So even if I had a problem with it, you definitely wouldn't know about it because I would talk about it later on. You know, I wouldn't stop you and glare at you and look at you funny. Like I said before, we're not even at the places that you're at. Hence the whole idea of black men not being good enough. If you're an upwardly mobile black woman, you're in places that we're not, you know, that we're not. So if you're out on the town and, you know, it's you and your husband or your boyfriend, the chances of you getting hated on by a black man are relatively small. Whereas the chances of you get hating on by, let's say, another black woman probably would be higher because, you know, like, you know, we all know you guys are the ones who are upwardly mobile and you guys are the ones who are in the middle class and the upper class and, you know, you're, you know, socializing with all these sorts of people. So you're probably around other black women and, of course, you're around other white people. So for me, it's just like the probability of you getting you know, any sort of resentment in terms of relationship is more likely going to come from white people and it's going to come from other black women. But as far as black men, I don't see it happening. Like I said, simply because it's not really a manly thing to do to, you know, openly have a disgust for something, to openly show jealousy or hatred. It's more, you know, it's kind of a weaker trait. Secondly, we're not in those spots. We don't qualify, right? We don't make enough. So how could you know if I'm hating on you or not? How can you get, you know, this level that I am? You know, how could you? You know, but you guys want to come on and act like it's us, and I'm like, no, don't take it out on us, right? You know, I love how, you know, you get a sense that they, you know, they want to take out their feelings on us and they want to stick it to us like we're the ones who have a problem with it. And I'm like, yo, we're, you know, African Americans are probably, relatively speaking, the most accepting culture in terms of being mixed. Don't be Asian and black because your Asian side will disown you, right? Don't be anything mixed with black because you get kicked out. But you're more than welcome to come here. Relatively speaking, of course. Not to say that it's perfect, but, you know, relatively speaking, name me another culture that's more accepting, you know, of being diverse or even being in a racial relationship or having people who are mixed races. Name me one. So like I said, I mean, y'all have to do better, okay? There has to come a point in time where we have to stop being everybody's whipping boy. You're not going to come and, you know, get fired up off of some bullshit that's not even happening. You know, you should have more of a gripe with white America because that's where you find yourself, right? White, middle-class America. So your issues should really be with them accepting what you're doing, right? If we're not there, why would you care? Like I said before, there's nothing really stopping white men from coming and taking black women and taking them off to the middle class and the upper class. There's nothing stopping them because we're not there. What are we going to do? Come raid your house? I don't even know where you live. I don't have the code to get into your gated community. Like, what do you want me to do? So how are we hating on you? And how would you even know if we are hating on you? So anyways, you guys think about it, get at me. Like I said, I'm not trying to cause trouble. I'm just trying to defend my position, because at the end of the day, you can only take so much, right? You can only be thrown under the bus so many times before you say enough is enough already, right? Give me some evidence and some logic that what you claim to be happening is really going on, because I don't really see it. And like I said, I come from Southern California, and this is probably one of the most racially diverse spots in the world, to the point where you could actually go out and see a white man and a black man walking down the street holding hands, right? That's how open where I live in Southern California is. Alright, so you guys get at me, holler at me. Take it easy. God bless.